this isn't a vlog, this is one of my car talks. This is before I posted my very first one, so I don't know the name of this series yet. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do this series every busy season, because after busy season I would think I have more time to vlog and do my other videos, so this will just have to be like my busy season series. So anyways, what I wanted to talk to y'all about today is managing stress. Maybe I'm not the best person to talk about this. Managing stress and working long hours. I know I haven't gotten back to this person because I'm just so behind in emails. I'll see them come through, and if I don't respond immediately, it just starts to pile up. I think this person watched one of my videos where I mentioned that I had worked 100 hours one week at the Big Four. You know, I guess, how do you manage working 100 hours, and at some point isn't there like diminishing returns when you start working those many hours? That was just the culture and the team. Like, the partner was there as well, and we just stayed literally 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock Monday through Saturday, and then on Sunday we stayed for like 8 hours or something like that. It was the most I'd ever worked in my career in 1 week. Had it been my choice, I probably wouldn't have, when that's the tone at the top and that's what your partner, dude, leave me alone. Why are you looking over here? And people need to mind their own business, I swear to. Anyways, so that was a tone at the top. That was, you know, the partner was doing that, the manager was doing that. At the time I was a senior, I mean, everyone on the team was working those hours. Like, it was kind of one of those environments where you didn't really have a choice. At some point in time, I totally agree, you need to take a break from stuff. I mean, yeah, there are times when you just have to buckle down and get the shit done and work those hours, but we had been working like 80 hours a week for a good month and a half, 2 months. So yeah, definitely there was a diminishing returns at that point. I mean, obviously your brain and your body cannot work or function as efficiently as it could. I mean, if you're running on very low sleep, you're eating like crap food, you're not taking care of yourself, and you're just super stressed out. That is not routine, that is not regular. At my current firm, I don't think I've worked more than 65 to 70. And yeah, I get really tired and burned out, and even then I start feeling slightly not as, I guess, focused and efficient as I could be. Usually that's not more than like maybe a week or two during busy season when I work those kind of hours. At least I get to stop and go home, take a break for a little minute, and calm myself down, you know? I just want you to know, I don't work 100 hours all the time. I've only worked 100 hours once in my career at the Big Four. The rest of the time at the Big Four, it was 70 to 80 hours a week. 1 year I did it for 7 months, and the next year I did it for another 6 months. And that's when I ended up leaving the Big Four, because I was tired of, I felt wasting my life. Even though I learned so much from those experiences at the Big Four, I mean, that's a lot of time you're never going to get back. Now that I'm older and wiser, I hope, I think anyways, time is such a important and valuable commodity for me. So if I spend my time on something, I have to feel like it's providing value to my life, and that I'm providing value to that as well, you know? Out of the Big Four for 2 years now, so I don't know what it's like anymore in the Big Four. I haven't heard that it's gotten any better, so that's something that you have to just mentally prepare yourself for. I learned so much. I think I mentioned it in my last video. I learned so much. It was a very valuable experience, but that's also why I'm no longer there. Like, I refuse to put my life on hold, my personal life on hold, because I don't live to work, I work to live. That's also why I'm no longer at the Big Four, among other things, but that was the main thing, is that I spent so much of my time working and missing out on life, and you know what, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm trying to manage my stress, and so here's the second question I'm going to address today. One of my Instagram followers asked how I manage my stress, because the accounting field, whether you're in public accounting or other parts of accounting, the accounting field is a high stress environment because there's always deadlines. You're always under a lot of stress in this field, especially as you move up in the ranks of wherever you are. And so the question was, how do I manage my stress and, you know, not take that out on my family? Now, I'm by no means perfect. I still have my bad days, but Mike and I have been going through this together for 5 years. We've kind of figured out ways to manage both of our stress, because as he moved up in his company as well, his stress level has increased as well a lot. And so we did go through kind of a rough patch when I was at the Big Four, and then kind of a rough patch when he was, you know, learning how to handle his stress at his job. Whenever I am stressed out, like for some reason I'm really good at holding it in at work. I think maybe because I know the environment and, you know, I have boundaries at work and I try to focus on the work to get through the day. So that's how I manage my stress, and obviously that's your job. You're getting paid to be professional. For some reason I can pretty much hold it in while I'm at work, but for some reason when I go home, Mike is the one who has to deal with my snippiness. Days when I'm really tired and whatever, like I take things out on him sometimes. Like I'll snap, or, you know, like the smallest itty bittiest thing that shouldn't irritate me irritates me, and, you know, it really, I don't know, it's like my boiling point or whatever. So I think everyone goes through that. What are you doing? Oh my god, this person's like leaning over into the passenger seat. What are you doing? It's to recognize where your anger is coming from. So I try to recognize, you know, and be conscious that, hey, I'm really stressed out about work. I try to vent to him. I just need to get away from this person, because seriously, they're going to make me have a conniption. You know, I try to leave the work stuff at work. I'm not saying like your actual like physical work, like if you have to do work at home, do work at home. I'm saying like the stress and the issues and whatever else is irritating you about work, leave that at work. Me, my personal life, and my family and the people who are around me are the most important things in my life. And so I have to constantly remind myself to enjoy those moments, to not dwell on the stuff that is out of my control, or dwell on stuff that is not as important as those, like the things that I value most in life. And so I think that's the main thing. It's really a matter of putting your life in perspective and making the choice and like consciously choosing to not let that stuff get to you, or to not let that affect your personal life. Some other things that help me with my stress is, you know, find something outside of work and something that is your own, that, you know, a hobby or whatever, like things that make me happy, you know, whenever I can get the chance to do them. Is I really like doing yoga. I obviously love spending time with Mike and Juicy, and, you know, if I'm upset or like something bothers me at work, I'll normally look at, you know, I'll take a break and look at funny pictures of Juicy, my YouTube and my blog. Those things are also my hobbies, and it makes me happy outside of work. I know that my life is not just work. So find a hobby that you enjoy, something that is stress relieving to you. I mean, it doesn't have to be what I talked about. It could be like getting a pedicure or a manicure, or just doing something for yourself. I know it doesn't happen all the time, and it's not possible all the time, but, you know, you do need to carve out time to take care of yourself. At times too, you spread yourself so thin. The biggest thing about work that bothers me is how much time I spend doing work. And so to me, time is very valuable, whether it's my own time or someone else's time. And so I'm very picky now about what and who I spend my time with, because I have so little free time, and I'm sure you do as well. And I'm sure if you have kids and husband and, you know, whatever else is going on, I'm sure you also have a very limited amount of free time for yourself. Over the past year and a half, 2 years, I've really been conscious about what I spend my time on, spending time on, let's say, people, and these people are unappreciative or don't take my time as valuably, you know, like, that causes stress for me as well, in addition to my work. It is what it is. I know that sounds very selfish, but at some point in time, you have to put boundaries up. Otherwise, people are just going to walk all over you. If you follow my blog and you read my New Year's resolutions, there was something that Carly Crispin said on Twitter that really resonated with me, and I forgot exactly what it is, but basically it was like, say no and say no often. Save your yes for something that's like really important. I say no more than I used to. I used to always say yes, whether it was to work or to friends or family. At some point in time, you have to set aside time for the things and the people that you love and who value your time. And if that person is not valuing your time, don't waste your time on them. If something that you're doing doesn't improve you or increase your quality of your life, stop wasting your time on that. So things for me, like, people in my life don't want to take time to make plans, and they just want me to, like, at the snap of a finger do something for them. Like, no, I say no now. The reality is I don't have that freedom to just be like, okay, let's go, you know, let's do this, you know. That's not my lifestyle, unfortunately. And if people can't respect that and take a time to, like, plan things out with me, because if you plan stuff with me, I can plan other stuff around that. If they don't want to take time to do that, I'm done with that. I'm over it. I'm like, nope, like, I'm not letting that stress me anymore. I'm moving on from that. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's why I don't like to go out and drink a whole lot. I know you saw my vlogs, those were during the holidays, but, you know, for the most part, I'm not someone who likes to stay up all night. I don't like to go out and drink and, like, use my money on bars and stuff like that. And I know that's kind of big in my field as well. Like, yeah, every now and then I do, but it's not like a consistent, let's do this every single weekend kind of thing, because I don't want to feel like shit the next day. I feel like it's a total waste of time to feel like crap on a day when you have free time and you can get stuff that you want to get done. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. I'd rather just, you know, go to bed on time and get up early and get what I need to get done and enjoy my life and enjoy the free time that I do have. And so I know that might sound lame and whatever, you can have whatever opinion you want of that. I really don't care. Mike and I have our own goals, and we spend our time and our free time trying to achieve those goals. So anyways, I don't know why I'm going off. Anyways, that's partially how I manage my stress. I'm very honest with myself and with the people closest to me about if I need a break or if I need time to myself. I'm able to say, hey, I need to, like, be by myself for a little bit, or I really need to relax. I'm stressing out right now. Like, I feel very comfortable doing that, especially with Mike now, you know. And it's hard because his job is just as stressful as mine. We both have very stressful jobs, and it's hard to manage it when two people are as busy as we are. And I think when we both put up boundaries for outside bullshit, it's gotten a lot better. I mean, that's a part of growing up. You take the situation that you're going through and you figure out how to manage it, and you figure out how to still achieve whatever goals that you have in life for yourself with all of these, you know, boundaries and obstacles and stuff like that. I don't know if that makes any sense, but anyways, I guess the moral of the story is just remember why you're doing what you're doing, and always remember what it is that you value most in your life, and just consciously and, like, passionately not allow other bullshit to get in the way of those things. And so if that's your family and your work, you're so stressed out about work, like, you have to consciously just be like, you know what, I find joy in my family. I work to provide a good life for my family, and you just have to make the conscious choice to not allow that to affect you, and just, you know, when you're driving home, take take time to just, you know, cool down, listen to an audiobook. I listen to audiobooks. Do something that gets your mind off of work, you know, breathe deeply, look around in the scenery, look and, you know, try to get yourself out of that situation. Stop keeping your mind on that situation. Instead, be in present time, be in that moment, in the moment that you're currently in, and enjoy those moments rather than thinking about all the up shit that happened at work that day, you know. Like I said, I'm not perfect at it. I do have my bad days, and everyone has a bad day. So just realize that. Don't be too hard on yourself, and it's mainly just a conscious choice to overcome all the BS that goes on with life sometimes. So anyways, that's my advice for today. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I hope y'all see, like, these videos, I don't have like an outline, you know, it's just me talking very organically about my thoughts on certain topics. I'm sorry if it bounces all over the place and makes no damn sense, but being raw and being honest with y'all, those are my thoughts. And yeah, so anyways, it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna just focus on driving and talk to y'all in my next video.